Yo, my people, good morning. So we are 30 minutes late. So sorry, guys. Thanks for joining. Yeah. Oh, good morning, guys. Good morning. Oh, grand rising, everyone. Sorry, I need to set this thing up. Guys, please let me share this. Tell our friends, even though we are just some minutes late. Thanks, everyone, for joining on. I'm coming. Oh, what can I do? You don't know who your boss is. Go look for who your boss is. Who do we have here? Baju. What's up, one? Thanks for coming in. Dachi. Tallest. Lewe. Happy Sunday, boss. Happy Sunday. Mr. George Chibuchi. Welcome. Thanks for joining us this wonderful morning. Guys, please let me share this with our friends and family. You can share in groups also. And please, I need those Islamic scholars, please. Yeah, my brother, Harry Brown. Always punctual. Thanks, bro, for joining us. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm not sure we have anyone on YouTube yet. Guys on YouTube, are you there? Good morning. My brother, Dennis. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Sorry, I don't know what's disturbing my mouse. Is Anata, Baba, Alpha. How are you, bro? Sorry, guys. We are all set. Do we have people on YouTube already? Sorry, guys, I need to stand this somewhere. So, yeah. And this is disturbing my mouse. Yeah, let's get back to business. Good morning, my brother, Oliver. How far, bro? I will be the greatest senior. You don't know who your boy is, so you don't know who you be, boy. That beautiful day. Hope you. I'm doing well, my brother, Lifestone. Yeah, we need you to come on to Lifestone. So, guys, don't beat up, please. It helps also. Some of your friends will see that you liked it or commented and joined in. Baby is not here today. Who's baby? Who's baby? No put me for a while. Happy Sunday. Casey Chinaza, thanks. Ogedi. I will send you the link now. I will post the link when the time comes. Okay, I will send it to your phone. I'll send the link to your phone also. Now you be your girl. Yeah, one day. Darling. Thanks. Guys, I'm sorry for the coming late this morning because I just changed this topic at the last minute. Akaiva Yuanati, Keske. One Nanomia Udoka Justice. Yes, Emeka Mutanese. Good morning. Ha! Ogaye. Onyoma B. Anyway. Still something. I'm not a fan of YouTube. That's why I got lost. Okay. Don't worry. One day more, the Mazi Chibuike, you can come on too. You can also come on. Let me just do this thing and educate some of our Muslim brothers and sisters, because we have Muslims, Christians, and everyone watching. Guys on YouTube, I can't see you if you don't comment. So you might as well leave a comment, like and share it with your friends also, please. Let's bring many people into the fold. So my people, wait, I'll have to get rid of this banner. Hold on. I'll edit it. I can scroll. Okay. Yeah. My people, thanks for joining us. Well, let's begin in earnest. Yeah, I was having a conversation with someone. We have people on YouTube. Yeah, Carol Murat. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us. Okay. They are not so you again. you again. Hello, Kwado. Opon. My brother. Good morning, everyone. So, my people, let's just begin. I need an African Muslim or any Muslim from anywhere to show me a single place Islam was spread and accepted conditionally. If you can show me a single place from Saudi Arabia to Europe, they even went to Western Europe. Do you know that? In 1683, these guys were on the door of Vienna during the height of the Ottoman Empire. These Eastern European countries, you see, Albania, all these guys, when they got to Albania, do you know that the next target was Italy? Had they gone into Austria, they could have followed another route and get into Italy, because going there through Sicily wasn't working. Just like they took over Spain. There is no single place Islam or Christianity was accepted by the population willfully or willingly accepted. There is nowhere they willingly accepted Islam or Christianity. Quote me anywhere. Bring the best Islamic scholar who've taught. You are ex-Muslim, yes, Jamande. Please back me up on this. There is no place in the world, nowhere in the world Islam or Christianity went to that it was not given on the pain of death and destruction. I was talking to someone. I made a post where I said I was talking about the Amajiri system. Then I told these people, maybe we'll end this. If we end I jokingly said, if you end the Amajiri system, where would all these imams and alfas see little boys and girls they will sexually molest or rape? And someone picked offense, started catching feelings, like an average African who'd rather call you names and fight instead of asking questions. When it comes to the issue of religion, Africans just shut down every common sense. Common sense don't apply to Africans when it comes to religion. I don't care what religion it is, Christianity, Islam, or anyone, Judaism. They are all the same. Islam is a combination of Sufism and ancient worship of Baal. Sufism was there before Islam. Now they co-opted some parts of Sufism, then some part of the ancient worship of Baal. They made that concoction, they concocted the whole thing and started giving it to the people on the pain of death. Convert or die. Convert or die. Wow. What am I saying? Let me show you people something. Hold on, let me share the screen here. What's wrong with this thing? I'm sorry, guys. Let me turn this way. My mouse is really messing up. I can use my phone mouse. Watch this, guys. This is one of the ancient symbols. In fact, one of the ancient symbols to ever exist. It's loading up. Watch. Hilal. This one has a Bible quotation, but you see these symbols you are seeing. You see this symbol. Do you see it here? Like the one you see on the Turkish flag. You see this one here? Are you seeing it? Watch it. This dates back to thousands and thousands of years before Islam came to be. Islam is not up to 1,500 years. Do you know that? So my fellow Africans who are Muslims, I want to ask you one question. So your Allah created the world and had to wait until 1,400 years ago to send his last messenger with the perfect message. Is that what you're telling me? Let's do it this way. Are you expecting me to believe all those cock and bull stories written in your scriptures? Am I to deny common sense and believe that Muhammad flew into heaven on a flying lion? Is that what you are expecting someone like me, who doesn't need anyone to hold his hand when he's crossing the road, to believe that nonsense? Watch all these symbols you are seeing. This symbol is an ancient symbol. Watch it here again. See it here. This is from Mesopotamia. It is from Mesopotamia. Watch Allah. Allah is the ancient name of Ba, represented with this symbol. Moon and star, the crescent. Watch it here. Watch it here. Why do you think when Islam takes over something, they destroy the museums and everything, just like the Christians did? They destroy everything that would expose them in the future. Watch this one. Watch it here. They say stolen from ancient paganism. Most people don't know that paganism itself is a religion. Are you seeing these things, my people? Are you seeing it? Why do you think that up till this day, they still carry the same ideology, they still preach the same thing, convert or die? Why is this still the mantra of Islam? Check the whole Africa. Is there a single, was there a single African Muslim? Was there a single African Muslim before the Islamic conquest? Can you show me one? Can you show me a single African Muslim before the Islamic conquest? If you can show me one, I will shut down this channel and the page. And when they came, did they come with their books preaching to you, trying to convince you? No, they started murdering everyone to even make you understand what they came for. They will bring a community, a town, they will kill 90% of everyone there. You wonder how North Africa, Tunisia, Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, Sudan, you wonder how they became Muslims? You wonder how Islam came to that place? Huh? My brother wrote something. I grew up knowing only history of Uthman Danfodio and Lord Lugard. Our great grands were forced and conquered. Of course. Of course, our ancestors were conquered. Then they started, all the people who are knowledgeable, what they do is that they'll bring them in and use them to work. Maybe the scientists, the teachers, the artisans. They will take them to go work for them. Then they kill off the other people. This is how Islam came into Nigeria. This is how Islam came into Sudan, Egypt, Mali, Senegal. What they do is that they will take a tribe. They know that tribes have been warring from time immemorial. Then they will arm one tribe against the other. Those ones will be spreading Islam. How do you think Hausas became Muslims? You think there was a single Hausa Muslim before the Fulani conquest, before the Islamic conquest of Nigeria? Huh? Before the Muslims, before the Islamic conquest in Nigeria, Hausas were ruled by women, mostly warrior queens. Not just Hausas, even people from the Hausas in other places apart from Nigeria. But Islam came and relegated the women at the back seat, just like Christianity. Do you know before in Igbo land, when a woman gets married, she don't take the husband's name? Do you know that? She wasn't forced to take the husband's name. But the Europeans came in southern Nigeria, started changing things. The same destruction the Europeans carried out in southern Nigeria is the same destruction the Arabs carried out in northern Nigeria. With the help of some tribes, they armed. And when each Islamic caliphate falls, the other one that will take over will still go work with these people. This is why the Fulanis fought for the Arabs, then fought for the Turks. And when the Europeans took over power from the Turks, they still worked for them. They are just going where power flows. They'll be telling you, pledge your allegiance to this country, pledge your allegiance to this, to that. Why they themselves, they pay their allegiance to nobody. They pledge to no one other than power. Other than power. I'm not trying to miss the main topic we want to treat today, which is the Amajiri system in Nigeria. Who instituted it? They tell you that they will tell you it's from the people that followed the prophet in the days of this, in the days of that. Okay, today the prophet, where is he? Nowhere. Then why do you still have the thing? Because the way they were using the poor then to fight their battles is the way they are using the poor today to fight their battles. That's why they cannot end the Amajiri system, because if they do it, they will not see any other people they will set loose on the society. When you want to challenge their power, this is exactly what is happening in Sokoto, Borno, Kano, Katsina, Zamfara, all these places. I'm not trying to be divisive, but we all know how Uthman Danfodio came to Nigeria. Go ask Benin people. Ask people from Oyo State, the original inhabitants of Oyo State. Look at Kwara State. How did those people become Muslims? Had the Oba of Benin reached an agreement with them and accepted them, the Benin people, most people will be everywhere in Edo State, will be like Auchi right now. Right now. The Oba of Benin was able to fend them off. Why? He still had his guns given to him by the Portuguese. And as at then, the Muslims were not as advanced as they later became, or the ones they sent there. Uthman Danfodio don't have the same technology the people that sent him has. Why? They wouldn't give it to him. He may turn it on them. That's why till date they will not allow a single African country to have a nuclear weapon. It is business, it is politics. It's the control of the masses. It's for the control of. Do you notice that Islam didn't go into all the countries that has the resources that were invoked there? Do you know that? They were looking for gold. And people, slaves. We know about the transatlantic slavery. Have you checked the sub-Saharan slavery? If they came to give you salvation, I am talking to African Muslims, why were they dragging your ancestors over to go sell them there? Why? They even sold some to India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Please make no mistake, there were black people living in those places before those ones took, or the ones they took there. There were black people living there. Check all these black kings you people are worshiping. Mansa Musa. Who armed Mansa Musa? As Africans, they gave us the forces. Even the Europeans are helping them do it. Mansa Musa, the greatest king that ever lived. This and that. Go ask people who came from there. They will tell you that that guy destroyed their land. The gold mine, he opened it up for these people. They armed him. Askia Mohammed and all these people that took Islamic names. All these people that took Islamic names, go ask them. Ask people from Mali, from Senegal, the Dogon tribe, one of the most ancient people that still preserve their cultures in Africa today. The people that mapped the planet long, very long before the white people. They were telling you the height of the Islamic this thing in science, this and that. No, Islam contributed nothing to science. Go check those scientists, they had them. They were all Africans they stole from Egypt and all those places. Then West Africa also, Sub-Saharan Africa. Muslims, do you think the people who believe that someone, a desert robber, a criminal, Muhammad, that's what he was. He was a criminal, a thief, who couldn't read or write. Muhammad couldn't read or write. Now, all those things he was getting, those prophecies, who were there when he was getting it? Who wrote those things? An illiterate who couldn't read and write somehow brought a religion that gave science advancement. Is that what you want me to believe? The same thing the Europeans did when they took your ancestors, the scientists, when they will develop things, they will patent it in their own names. In their own names. Why is it that we never had a single black inventor in slavery? Huh? It was after the end of slavery, or when they still changed some laws where you can buy your freedom back. You started having some black inventors, and after then, white people somehow stopped inventing things until they instituted the patent office. The same thing they did there was the same thing the Arabs did. They never did jack, they never did shit. They never did any single thing. They stole it from your ancestors. If those ones didn't agree with them, they would have killed them. They would have killed them. Do you think all of your ancestors they stole were at the belly of the ship? No, some of them were in the same cabin as the captains and the children of the principal owners of the ships. because they are the people that you don't even sell them that way. You don't, they weren't sold like all this. No. Coming to take the ones that will work in the cotton fields and all this was later, much later. Very much later, just like the Arabs. But their own was worse than the Europeans, let me tell you that. Where you come Middle East today, when did they officially abolish slavery? It was in the 70s. Yes. They were trading in open market. Even till date, you still have the open market. Yet some people will ignorantly be peddling this nonsense talking point that Islam sees no color. Who told you that Islam sees no color? Can a black man officially in their constitution, can a black man hold an elected position, elective position in Saudi Arabia? You can't. You can't. Your mothers, your sisters were taken into the harems to serve as sex toys for all these the rulers of the Arabian Peninsula, the countries in Arabia. And their children never get close to power. In Saudi Arabia, how many black princes have disappeared? How many black princes have disappeared in Saudi Arabia? I'm telling you. These people that are ruling Saudi Arabia now, the family that is currently ruling Saudi Arabia, go check, go figure. How many black princes they've killed? Up until some decades ago, they weren't even considered as the children of the king. Those of you who've traveled to Saudi Arabia, do you see where they garrison your people in the ghettos? In the ghettos. Go check the Islamic conquest into Africa. What you saw ISIS did to people in Syria, Iraq, in Libya. You think they learned it today? Dunking putting people in cages and dumping them in water. You think it started today? It's as old as the Arabian sands. It's as old as Islam. Do you know that place used to be populated by blacks? What's the meaning of Arab? Please go check, go look up the meaning of Arab. These guys calling themselves Arabs today are just Indo-Aryan people that came from the doors of this thing. What do you call it? Oh, Mongolia and all those places. Even majority of Turks, yes, majority of Turks, the Seljuk Turks, the people that still own Turkey today, the Osmanli. Do you know their migration? The language, even the language they are speaking today, you think they got it from where? Ask anyone who speaks and understands Arab very well. The best Arab in the whole world is Egyptian Arab. Now, why would the Egyptian Arab be more original than the Saudi Arab when this one is called Saudi Arabia? Why? They stole everything, including the language. Including the language. Do you know the ancient texts of your people? Igbo people write in CBD. Get in CBD writing. Now compare it with the ancient writing of the Kush people or Nubians. Then with the Saudi, the Arabic text of today. Go check it. Go figure. Go figure. Do you know there is a boundary to the criticism the Arabs will give to the Europeans and the Europeans will give to the Arabs. Do you know that? Do you know why Turkey can talk to Europeans the way they like and talk to the Arabs the way they like? Why? Because they have the whole secret. They know everything. Those of you in Turkey, you are missing a lot if you don't have friends telling you this secret. You are missing a lot. I was a Muslim myself because my parents were Muslim, and they were Muslim because their own parents were made Muslims. This is not a system they created overnight. That's why I see some Facebook pages, Muslims versus Christians coming together to save Africa. No way, it will never happen. No way. Stop preaching this message of tolerance. No, preach the message of truth. Then if you are intolerant to the truth, then ask yourself some questions. Question your ideology if you are intolerant to truth. We don't need the unity. We don't need to unite Muslims and Christians. No, we need to expose Christianity and Islam. You see that most of all these problems we have will disappear. Without Islam, why would an African person put a bomb on his body and go blow himself up? It came from the brainwash of the Islamic text. Now it's coming full cycle. Go to Maiduguri in Nigeria today. Majority of them have turned to atheism. Yes, they've turned to atheism. And that's out of ignorance. They lost their culture, they lost their tradition and everything. Please, as a Hausa man, as a Fulani man, do you think that your people were doing evil before these Arabs came to your place? You think so? You think so? Do you think so? So your people never knew good from evil until these people came? Is that what you think? And we are wasting the resources we don't have to prop up these people. You are going to Mecca every year. You are just laying credence to that nonsense ideology called Islam if you are still going to Mecca to spend your money. Just like the people going to Israel. That is the Holy Land. If that land is holy, what is yours? If that land is holy, what is your own land? All the holy lands were shut down. All the holy lands were shut down. Africa is only shut down because of the stupidity of our leaders. Why? Even the viruses we are afraid that they are creating. Our land, our ancestors, our gods, which gods that nobody pass me and you when you come to gods. When you are talking about gods, we are talking about ourselves. We are talking about ourselves. How many people died as a result of this China virus in Nigeria? None. Almost none, apart from Abba Kyari and co. Because they rely on Western treatment. They think they've advanced, not knowing that they are killing themselves. Their body, they've pumped their body with chemicals. Look at all these people that are using local herbs to treat themselves. How many people died? How many people died? Islam is so real, and Allah allowed Mecca to shut down. The talks were at war. Even the war has not stopped with the Arab, with the Saudis, telling the Saudis that they didn't tell the truth in time. Then they allowed their people who went there to perform pilgrimage, to perform Hajj, to come back with that virus. Saudi Arabia gave Turkey coronavirus in a massive scale. on a massive scale. Holy Land. I salute Paul Kagame because he knew that they are going to use Islam and Christianity to destroy his project in Rwanda. He shut down every mosque and church. He closed them down. Go work, be practical. If Islam was going to save you, they wouldn't give it to you. Never. In Saudi Arabia, do you see what they are doing to your mates? The Ethiopians, the Ugandans, the Kenyans, East Africans, even West Africans there. Go to Lebanon, see what they are doing to the Cameroonians, Muslims. They will rape a woman, you dare not go report. Do you know how many witnesses you will need to bring to file an official rape case against those people? Now, would the man be raping that woman when people are there? Your word against his. They are not even going to do any lab test to see if the guy penetrated you. They won't. Ask your sisters who are working there. Ask your mothers who are working for them. They are cleaners and everything. You will be washing the plate in the kitchen. At night, the man will be washing the other plate. And you can't do anything. You can't do anything. Even some of your sisters, stupid people, they will call them, invite them to Dubai or any other place in UAE. And all these Arab money bags will be defecating in their mouths. Yes. Person go open mouth, they go to shit inside her mouth. And they will pay them. And they will come back and start running around in their expensive cars. I'm a big girl, you're a big. Shut up. You have no self-worth. You have zero self-worth. Go check it, go figure. Go figure. Kai, fuck Islam for real. Fuck them for real. Now, Muhammad's first wife, Khadija, do you know her origin? She came from a wealthy Roman family. She was a nun. Why? Because they were using theocracy to rule over their people then. Theocracy, yes. They used Muhammad, they armed him, equipped him to destroy the Sephardic Jews in Saudi Arabia, from Jordan to the Arabian Peninsula. Judaism is much older than you think. It's the ancient worship of Saturn. When you are talking about the real Jews, the black Jews, I'm telling you, forget this, my Igbo brothers and sisters that are saying they are Jews. No, it's a religion. The Sephardic Jews, even till date, the Arab that converted to that religion are still being mistreated by these Europeans there. The Ashkenazi Jews are still killing them. Why? Because they know that these people are older than them in that land and they know more secrets than them. Why do you think Nasser, the former Egyptian president, asked these Ashkenazis in Israel today, why did you go leave the land black and came back white? Do you know how the migration started? Do you know how some of them ended up in South Africa today? The merchants, those were the merchants Muhammad was robbing. Yes. The Sassanid Empire, the Roman Persian Empire, which was Greco-Persian. You see, Persia, Iran of today, the people ruling Iran were in control of Istanbul, this place I am now. Then they started losing ground to the Greeks, and you know they intermarried. Why do you think Julius Caesar married Cleopatra from Egypt? Even you people that are saying Kemetic this thing, I just see you people here, this and that. The pharaohs brought religion too. They were the first people. At the same time, they were doing it in Kemet, they were doing it in Mesopotamia, Babylon, Persia, all these places. The same Romans armed this guy to fight the Sassanids. They created this religion. They can assume any form they want. They are like water. They are chameleons. They armed him. That was why when the Sassanids first saw them, they were laughing. Look at all these Bedouin tribes. What would they do? Okay, give them some gold to go away. They told them, no, we are not here to go away. By then, Muhammad had known Khadija. Her family sponsored those wars you're seeing. Because war is business, war is a racket. Where is that book? I would have shown you. Go read that book. War is a racket. It didn't stop today. It didn't start today. Neither will it stop today. Okay? Stop this nonsense. Tell yourself the truth. What brought about this? Because I told my own brother that your imams and afars are raping children in their mosque. All these are Majiri people. Please, if you're in Nigeria, do me this favor. Call an Amajiri person. All these Amajiri boys, 12, 13, 14-year-olds. Call them. You call one of them, keep him by side, buy him a good food. Bring 1,000 naira. Don't bring a 1,000 naira note. No, 100 naira or 200. If you can get 50 naira, bring it. Fold it and put it into the person's hand. Tell the person that, please tell me, I hear that some of these imams and afars are raping your friends. Don't tell him that they are raping him. Don't even go to the women. Oh. Don't even go to the women. Those girls you're seeing, they are fucking them from the other side. Virgin in front, borehole at the back. Let us say the truth. If you want to say the truth, let's say the truth as it is. It's happening even in this country I am. Kasman Abdul Latif. I don't know if you're a thief or not, but I am telling you the truth. I am giving you the fact. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Give people in Nigeria, try this thing I'm telling you. People in Ghana, try this thing I'm telling you. People in Burkina Faso, Mali, try this thing I'm telling you. Give them money, talk to them, and watch them tell you things that will break your heart. Courtesy of this evil ideology called Islam. Homosexuality was introduced to us on a massive scale by the church. Yes, in southern Nigeria. The priests you're seeing. In Cameroon, Zambia, go look up these things I'm telling you. The videos are there. The Muslims did the same thing in Afghanistan. It's now become a culture of Afghanistan. Kachabala. They are throwing gays away down from building. ISIS were doing it in Syria. Meanwhile, you go to Afghanistan, they are doing it openly. They have the boys that are raping. These street boys, the same Al-Majri system. The same Al-Majri system, it is not different. Go figure. Stop getting emotional. Stop getting emotional. Go figure. Ask questions. I know it's irritating. Yeah, it's irritating to me also. But are we going to keep silent because it's irritating and it will continue going on? We're not going to do that. Never. I will keep silent. I refuse to remain silent. If I die saying it, let me die while saying it. I'd rather die young and die free than live old and die a slave. Never, I will not do that. When you know the truth, it shall set you free. You think death is a bad thing? Sometimes death is freedom. Death is freedom. But they've managed to miseducate us, to think that death is somewhat too bad. No, until you face death severally, like I've done, you will stop being afraid of someone telling you they will kill you. Okay, come on, go ahead. Let's try. Let's dance. If majority, if 50% of the people in the world will see death for what it is, these people will not rule over us. That fear of death, fear of dying, is exactly what they are holding over our head. Say the truth. You may not like it, it may offend you, but I'd rather offend you with the truth than comfort you with a lie. I'd rather offend you with truth. Let the truth offend you, but know it, embrace it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Forget this nonsense they are telling you. Say the truth and shame your rulers. Because they are the devil, you see. There is no devil anywhere other than your fellow human being. When they say the truth and shame the devil, they mean shame the evil people around you. You can't tell me a single problem you have today that is not man-made. Tell me one, let me see. Except lightning struck you. Except a natural disaster before your environment and you became a victim, you can't show me a single problem you have today that is not man-made. Not one. Tell me, I'm listening. I'm all ears. Those are the devils you've been looking for. Same-sex sexual relationship is against Islam. But why is it rampant in the Muslim world? There are some videos I don't want to post on my page so they don't take it down. In the mosque, an elderly man having sex with his fellow man. That one was laying flat. Please, how many of you saw that video? How many of you saw that video? Inside the mosque. Each and every time they will hush it, they will just shush it. Same thing, they'll be serving the same purpose. You are talking about organ harvesting. Do you know how many Ahmadis they've harvested their organs and throw them away? No one would ask questions. No one would ask questions. From Nigeria to Afghanistan, the same thing is happening. It's happening. Don't lie to yourself. Deny reality all you want, but you can't. Man, come on. We know these people. We know them. People in London, please. All those rich Arabs. Those rich Arabs, are they not patronizing all these gay prostitutes? Haven't you seen them? Are you not their friends? People in Turkey, please bear me witness. You go to Taksim Square at night, you can't tell a male from a female prostitute. They look at the Turkish flag. Turks know exactly, come on, they know all these things. They know all this. In Afghanistan, a core Islamic country, right? But it's still happening. It's still happening. It's still going on. Wait, let me see. You said you are ranting, monkey. Jesus man, Emmanuel, you couldn't rant. Let me even go block the bastard on the studio. Where is him? Okay. Let me block the imbecile. Maybe I'm exposing him too. You never can tell. Maybe I'm exposing him. Wait, let me even put his photo here so you people will be mindful of that person. Don't let this type of person near your kids. Don't let this type of person near your kids. I'm telling you, these are one of their members. These are one of their members. People in Nigeria, bear me witness. Homosexuality is more rampant in northern Nigeria than southern Nigeria. These people we call Dankura. What's the meaning of Dankura? What's the meaning of Dankura? And why are they mostly the Alhajis? Why are they mostly the Alhajis, those rich people? Because they can do it and get away. Atiku Abubakar tried to cover up the raping of a small girl when she was 4 or 6. All these Alhajis you're seeing, these are gate men, people that are taking care of their flowers, people that are cooking for them, all those guys, they are all their sex toys. Let me tell you, if you don't know it now. If you don't know it now. Atiku Abubakar is coming for the presidency, right? 2023. Let him wait for me. Let him wait for me. Those people don't want to say the thing. I will say it myself. Then if he wins the election, I will leave talking and run because I know they have men. They can play the game very well. Oh-ho. 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 Confirmation. 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 But we want to pretend as if it's not happening. Who is it helping? Who are we helping by pretending that these things are not happening? Who are we helping? Please, you people should stop all this type of nonsense. What a court. Forget this thing. Forget this thing. Those of you that your fathers and mothers worked with the civil service, ask them how many of their bosses were that, and the people that are with them, how were some of them getting promoted? It's not an occult something, it's an elite something. And how is it the elite? All the people that brought them the Christianity, those people that were working with them, they were doing it to them. In Nigeria, the same thing. In the civil service, the same thing. No, they are not doing it to get power. They already have the power. Now, the people that gave it to them did it to them. Now they're doing it to these people. Go check. Most of those people they raped as children, they will go on to rape smaller people too. It's the same pattern everywhere. Please leave the occultic things out of it. Let's be realistic. I personally know them. I personally know them. At age 14, I on purpose, I let my skin darken too much because when I was born, I was common, very fair, light-skinned, handsome, sweet. A lot of us here will not tell you what they passed through at Kiss. One even wanted to try with me at Orile in Lagos. Even when I've grown up a little, older. In 2002. Forget this thing, my people. Let us say the truth and expose evil. Shine the light of truth on all these things. Let the light of truth shine on it. A lot of us don't even know the damage these two evil ideologies did to our society. They wrote the history, they wrote the books we are reading. You expected them to tell them that they brought this to you? Seriously? Go to Sudan, is the same thing. Go to Mali, is the same thing. Why do you think they are using excessive violence to back it up? Because they don't want you to speak. And who uses violence? Is someone who can't defend what he or she is preaching. That's the only way people deploy violence. Is their last resort. Is their last resort. Ask ex-Muslims. They will tell you these things. This thing I'm telling you now. Again, go if you are a Nigerian or you are anywhere you have all these amajiris. Please don't ask the person if they've done it to him or her. Ask them if I hear that some of your friends, all these fathers are doing all these things to them. Please don't let them do it to you, okay? He will tell you, Then you ask him, how many of your friends have they done it to? No, don't mention, I will not tell them. Talk to me. After you've given him food and money, and watch him explain everything to you. From that explanation, you know that this one is talking out of experience. Let's expose all these evil ideologies. We don't need to, why would I even argue with you whether the Quran it was written from the Bible or they are all false. Let me teach them the history of their religions and how they came into our land. The current ruling family of Saudi Arabia, you know where they came from? Do you know why they've tried everything since forever to destroy the Hashemite kingdoms in Iraq and in Jordan? Because Jordan was controlling the Caesarea after the Romans left. Caesarea is Palestine today. The place we call Israel. The custodian of the Dome of the Rock is the Jordanian ruling family. Yes, those ones came from Jordan. Now they had to team up with the Wahhab family. That was the only. Where do you think Wahhabism started? The problem with Saudi Arabia and Iran today, an ordinary mind will tell you that is the war between Sunni Islam and Shia Islam is a lie, is the control of the Persian Gulf. Is the control of the Persian Gulf. It was the West trying to stop Arab socialism. When the Shah was ruling Iran, why weren't the Iranians and the Saudis fighting? When the Shah was in charge of Iran, the king, they want to give Iran a king. Then these people did their Islamic revolution. They didn't adopt Wahhabism. Now they will have to use an ancient rule. Oh, doing this one, this prophet, Abu Bakr, this and that and this. Is bullshit. It's for politics. It's for politics. I have friends. I have an Iranian friend. I haven't spoken to him in maybe 8 months. He lives in Besiktas, not far from my place now. They will tell you, my dear, you will get into a house, even the carpet, you will see on the floor. My dear, that carpet, if you don't have $50,000, don't even go there. You go there, you sit on the floor. When they feel comfortable around you, they will tell you things, show you documents. Show you documents. You think those guys are saving those documents in the bank? Lie. Whoever is sending his secret you see all those secret documents you are saving in the bank. Believe me, the banks have the copies. They have all the copies. This man lie here. They pass it generation to generation. Some of them have held it for 1,000 years. How many wars have occurred since the past 1,000 years, yet they still have it? Yet they still have those documents, manuscripts. Manuscripts. My dear, even in Lekki, in Abuja, the Igbos have joined them too. Just like the Yorubas. These lazy people who have no hope. And they are targeting the vulnerable. Just like in the civil service those days. Do you want promotion? Come, let them. They will tell you that they are indoctrinating you into a cult. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's not a cult. You just have to be their this thing. Go to Abuja. You see people, gardeners driving 10 million naira cars. Huh? $22,000 cars. $23,000 cars. $25,000 cars. A gardener. The road is long. Now let me invite people. We are going to say the truth no one wants to say. We didn't set out to offend anyone, but if the truth is offending you, please ask yourself some questions. Ask yourself some questions. This is this thing. You can copy it and paste on your browser. Use the link. Now, Edu, let me send to you and a live stone. Where is this thing? Let me send to you a live stone. Please, even the Muslim scholars, the imams, the afars, we need you people here. Come. We need you people here. Come and debate us. Come and debate us. If we are lying, say it before the people. Shame go greet them. Shame go greet them. Live son, check your phone. Edwin, check your phone. Come here and those things you people don't want anyone to say. We will say it here. Come here. The more you debate is, the more we expose you. Come on. Use the link and come on. The link is here. Unlike you people, you are killing those who don't agree with you. No, we want to have a conversation with you. Why? Because we are very sure of our stance. We are not shaking because our foundation is rooted in truth. I don't need to be violent towards you to tell you what I'm telling you, but you need violence to foist your ideology on me. Why do you think talks? Yeah, go to the mosque in Turkey. Check how many talks you're seeing there. Only old people, and those old people, it's just for them to be buried in their cemetery. It will help them when they die. The younger ones know the truth. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, my brother. Good morning or good afternoon from here.
Yeah. Please, I hope you don't mind me. I'm still lying on the bed.
No problem. No problem. Go on.
So, my brother, I'm really appreciate this your program you are doing. You are opening people's eye. My own has been open since years. Tamara, close that door. Close that door. Close it. Mark the two. So, close that door. Mark the 2 at 2. Mark the 2 at 2. So my own has been open since I was born and brought up in the northern part of Nigeria.
Yes.
I need to go here, please. So, and while growing up, I saw a lot of things with my eyes. So I'm an eyewitness to all this. What you're saying now, this homosexual of a thing is even worse in the north than any part of Nigeria. So while I was growing, you see some people, they will even be parading the street. They will dress like a woman. They will be wearing trousers, but they will see they tie hair tie. They will be moving, shaking their ass and talking like a woman. And most of the time, they always go and visit the alhajis. And ask me, what do they go to alhajis to do? Why is it when they come in a street, the shop where they stop over, where they enter is always by the big alhajis? They don't go to the poor people. And all these people, they say they are Muslims. Then what do they do there? Who are you to challenge alhaji? Who are you to ask alhaji, what are you doing with this man? They will go, they have their phone. They have their phone and come out. I'm an eyewitness to it. So the other aspect of it, this if I may ask, this question goes to you, Mazi. I've not been to Saudi Arabia, but do they have Al-Majiri in Saudi Arabia?
Of course, they have their poor people. They have their poor people. You don't see it on camera. They have poor people, even poor beggars in Saudi Arabia today. It's everywhere.
Citizens.
Yes. Saudi citizens. Black and fair-skinned Arabs alike. Yes. Yes.
So that's where this practice started, this Al-Majiri something.
Of course. Of course.
I was thinking it's only in Nigeria. So, and these people, they brainwash the people that, at the time when I was still in my youthful age, I was just saying, I think it's better I change to Muslim, because what I'm saying, they brainwash these people that they always marry anyhow they want. It's not a crime. Yeah, Alhaji will marry this year. Next year, Alhaji will marry, and they're always marrying 14, 15 years old children. Their father and mother will be understand. They will deliver these children to them. And tell me the kind of what are these little girls, what they are passing through in the hands of all these old men that are marrying them. I'm just asking the question. After
3-4 years, they will kick one out to get another one, because you have to maintain 4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah. And Alhaji can end up marrying 50 wives in his life, but you always have to keep 4 at a time. So this is not only Muslims. So after this Muslim, I will come to Christians. But the question is, how are our people? How did our great-grandfather allow these people to come and brainwash them? But I think they forced them into it. They forced them because without being forced.
They forced them.
Yeah, they forced them. They forced them. So this thing we are saying about religion is exactly the truth. Me, I've already found out already on my own. I'm a Christian. I was born in a Catholic home. I went to missionary school. Yesterday, I was watching your program. That's why one girl that called in, And that girl, I believe, if care is not taken, that girl went to the same school I went. It's possible, although she's still a small girl. I went to missionary school, one of the best schools in the Southeast. It's called Mary's Brothers. But can you believe that while I was in that school, when I was in a JS2, you know, a teacher there, you know, started taking care of me. You know what I mean? He always tells my mother he will take care of me. He will take care of me. This one is not a reverend, no. This is a teacher, you know?
Yeah.
Do you know that this man at the time asked me to come and sleep in his room because he was our, I don't want to, if I say his own, if I mention what he does
in school, yeah.
Everybody will know who, everybody from my school will know. But I've made it open in my class forum. I've said it in my class forum, you know? But I don't want to bring him out here. I know why, but he knows himself. This man invited me to come and pass the night in his room. You know what I mean? To pass the night, you know, because I'm someone, I don't like going to some, you know, if I say what I'm, okay, let me say, I don't like stressing myself much while growing. So we do jogging early in the morning, very, very early in the morning. We go jogging on Saturdays, every Saturday. So I think he took notice that I don't like it, you know. He now asked me to come and pass the night in his room so that in the early in the morning, when everybody are leaving the dormitory, you know what I mean? Everybody must leave. Then I'm safe, you know what I mean? I will be sleeping, you know. I was happy. I passed the night there. Can you believe? Middle in the night, this man went in with his son into my private part.
You imagine.
I'm okay. I don't care what people think about me. I'm okay, but I'm happy that I can voice it out. And I voice it out many times because many people can't even voice out their all this in the hands of people.
Yeah.
And this is what is causing a lot of depression.
Don't forget what you're saying. St. Christopher's Anglican Seminary Onitsha. St. Christopher's Anglican Seminary Onitsha. In fact, there was a prominent boy. They know many people, even in the priests, that were doing need to him. His name started in A. The surname is Opara. I don't want to mention the full names because many people here will know the person. And they know the family very well. A-D-I, I won't call the rest. Then the surname is Opara. We know it then. We knew it then. Many people knew it then, but no one will say anything because he's from the church. My brother, carry on.
So you know what the man did? I was sleeping very, you know, I was in deep sleep. I just noticed what is happening, you know. Then I didn't mature in time while growing, you know. I know already some people in primary 6 they already have hairs down, you know what I mean? They are I never had one. So at that time, I'm talking, I have like 3 or 4 pieces, you know what I mean? This man went and he was picking it, you know what I mean? He was picking it one by one, just drawing it, you know. So that thing woke me up. I didn't know. I said, what is going on, you know? And I didn't want to raise alarm because how can you raise alarm, you know? So I was just I just say, oh God, what is happening? God, what is happening? Is he trying to draw my hair out? I didn't know. He was picking it one by one. He would pick here, he would draw here. I think he was enjoying it. You know what I mean? So I managed that night, you know what I mean? Early in the morning, the next time he asked me to come and sleep in his, and I always say no. I always say no. And this man, anytime he's flogging every body, when he's doing general punishment, he doesn't flog me. He will just, when it reach my own turn, you know what he does? He will do like he was flogging me. He will take the cane. You know, you can take cane up and down, and it will with force, but you are not. When it's going down, you just release it. You know? So I'm always safe in his side. I don't know why.
Because you hold the secret.
Who knows how many?
The secret.
Who knows how many people?
You hold the secret.
Who knows how many people this man has had carnal knowledge of? Because I know about many people that always sleep in his room, you know, but I objected. So what I noticed is that man have love for me because homosexuals, that's how they do. They do have love. Yes. I have my best friend is a homosexual. My best friend, you know, when I found out, he even tried it on me. But he never know. You know that these people, they don't even know that you know. they will be carried away. When they have this loose, they are carried away. So how I knew it happened, I have to pass the night in the house one day. So he was only I was wearing my trousers, you know what I mean? He will come in the back, he will be pushing me. I will just wake up. I saw that this guy, I said, what is happening? No, I didn't want to tell him, hey, what are you doing? No, what I will do, I'll just turn my back the other way around. You will see if we wait like 20 minutes, he will now climb and go the other side. I will start doing the same thing he went to do again. So I managed that night. So I don't know whether I'm always victim to this. I managed that night, you know what I mean? So since that day, nothing like that. If I had opportunity, I think I could have rebelled. Those people, I'm regretting why I didn't do it. I'm regretting it. I didn't rebel. But thank God, I never gave chance to it. I never gave. Really, they are homosexuals in Nigeria. They are too much. They are too much. They are just hiding it. And most of them end up to turn to become a reverend father. I'm sorry to say it. That's why you see some people.
You don't need to be sorry. See, let me tell you something. Anyone that knows St. Luke's Anglican Church in Obuku, there was a priest they brought there during, I think, after Canon Umoka for left. I think it was Nweke's time. The guy was made a priest. He left the Catholic Church for raping over a rape allegation. Not allegation, he did it to a boy. Now, because their family, his name is Amechi. Reverend Steve Okachuku knows this guy I'm talking about now. Reverend Steve Okachuku, our reverend, he's in Uganda now. He knows this is one of the few priests who will tell you the truth. He knows this thing I'm telling you now. Most of my friends are here. They will hear it later if they're not hearing me now. Amechi, that was why they sent him packing from the Catholic Church. Now they accepted him in Anglican Church. This idiot, every time, because the road to our area was not good, my father will always park in the church. I will go there to wash the car in the morning, and they see how I take care of my father's car. Me, I love washing cars because I will drive it. From very young age, I will be driving. This guy told my mother to tell me to come and be washing his car. I will come after washing the car. He will tell me to wait.
Mazi, I believe you. I believe you. Do you know I'm an altar boy?
I'm
an altar boy. I served mass well. So I know what I experienced. Do you know it's when I grew up, when I turned to be a man, I noticed what was going on. I didn't know. Most of the time, you know what I mean? Because all these reverend fathers, they always have female guests. Ask me what they are doing with them. But I don't have problem with it. But I can recall one time somebody was shouting, Father, what I want, Father, what. But when I remember what are they doing there? Can they hand them that place? Eh? This happened in Puntua. And the father I'm talking about, you are my friend on Facebook. I don't care. I'm gonna expose you people. I don't care. I will not call your name, but you know what? What are you people doing there? Can you find them there? What can you find? I don't want to God against them. So let them lead this religion. They are just using this they use religion to destroy Africa. That's what they did. And all those people, they know that what they're doing is wrong. They're still doing it.
Yes.
There's good ones, so there's good reverend fathers. I will not lie you.
Of course.
But only that they are even in the wrong track. They're in wrong track, but they're doing it well. But some people are there pretending.
Their hearts. Most of them, majority of them, like 60% of them are doing it because they think they are working for God. That's why when some of them see those things. Now, let me tell you people, that story, the day it will break, the Archbishop of Owerri Archdiocese, Arinze, Valerian Obinna, that guy covered up for a priest that raped 3 of his nieces. The oldest at them was, I think, 13. He would bring his tool out, put it in the mouth of the small girl. That one was 5 then. Remove it and put it in the mouth of the one that was 7. Then one boy was 9 then. The older sister, after that, he would take the sister to his room, a 13-year-old girl, and rape the girl. At a time, he added the boy too. Children of his own brother, no beef, go come home. I have the document, everything is here. One of these days I will open it. When I get to Nigeria, let them wait for me. I'm telling you the truth. Do you know the worst part of it? Because that guy was a priest. When one of the girls wanted to get married, they told this judge to come and officiate the wedding as a family priest. To come and the girls started crying. That was how the whole thing got exposed, and it was just indoors. They don't want everyone to know it.
Mazi, the question is now, how do these people cover this thing up? They don't cover it up. Some people still see the thing and they don't even talk. Do you know that when I left the north, because of the crisis in the north, my father and mother decided to take me down to the east, to take all of us down. That's how I ended up coming back to Igbo land to come and school there. I went to the school where I attended. It's a reverend father that took me to that place. The man is late. Anybody in my village knows the reverend father I'm talking about. Let me tell you something about this reverend father. This reverend father, everybody believed that this man was a saint. You know what I mean? Yes. This reverend father, when he was in our village, in our parish, so this reverend father, at the time, he punished the and these people they call them Mary. I don't know what is it.
Block rosary people. This block rosary.
Not block rosary. Mary League.
Okay. Mary League.
Yeah, just women that are not yet married. They are now mature to get married. So they are giving them training. So do you know that this man, because people used to go and fetch water, fetch firewood for the reverend father. That's what they do. So unfortunately, one day as they were carrying water, and coming. So the reverend father passed them. You know what I mean? Carrying a girl in front of his car, and some of the guests, now clash their hands. You know how people do. Hey, this was so the reverend father had it. When the reverend father had it, he couldn't pick out exactly which people that said it. All he did, he drove home and waited until Sunday. He now called all of them out. He called all the men in league out and knelt them down on the altar and gave them penance. They will be kneeling down for good 1 month. Every Sunday they will come and kneel down in the altar. And they did this thing. Do you know that this reverend father eventually made his way to the US? The bishop sent him to the US. Do you know that he ended up marrying in the US?
Of course, most of them.
This reverend father ended up marrying, giving birth to 3 children, and came back home as the reverend father. Came back home and the mother died because his only son. After burying the mother, the bishop Anthony Ilona asked him not to travel back to the US again. This man still said after I have visa, he went back to the US. They brought his corpse back because the man already was suffering a cancer on his leg all the years. You know what I mean? Yes. Do you know that this man died? They brought him back. The bishop didn't allow them to bury him in Okigwe. He said he sent the corpse to the village and asked all the other reverend father not to show up in that burial. So, and do you know that people still don't talk about this thing as why didn't they bury this reverend father in Okigwe? Why did they bury him in the village?
My brother,
some people don't believe that these people. I beg. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to say.
Thank you.
I have a lot of things I can say. I can say about them.
We will keep doing it. We'll keep doing it. Every Sunday is our exposition of religion. Thank you, my brother, for a wonderful contribution. Yeah. We will hope to see you next time. That's what we're doing.
Okay. Okay.
My brother, as you can see,
we have been saying it all this while. We have been saying this thing all this while. But you know one thing, this issue of pedophilia is more than a sexual pleasure. It's more to that. There's more to that. We know very well that during sex, there are some energy that we harness. The root chakra. Yeah, but the issue is that let us not pretend. That's the reason why that's when you see our body react in certain way, both man and woman. our body. That's natural. That's the natural pleasure, the energy we harness. But these people, they goes as far as, because this thing has an ancient ritual. It's an ancient ritual, religious ritual. It's a ritual. They just included in religion. And now, because religion has a very good, let me not call it a stigma, just a positive perception, well dressed. And now, because of that, people could not see deeply what is behind it. You see, if you go into the Greek culture, you see that pedophilia is that agape love. Forget about this in Pentecostal church, they say agape love is the love of God. It's a lie. It is a lie. The same culture that has been for many years, that's why you see it rampant in Islam. Yeah. So what these elderly people do, when you see that pedophilia, they harness the energy of young children, that root chakra. They harness that. This thing is a ritual. So that's why they derive in doing all this. Okay, take for it now. Let's look at it very well. What will make a man to go after a man?
My brother, let me tell you something. Yeah. Most people see these Mediterranean countries. You see,
yeah,
Greece, yeah, Italy, Spain, is their culture.
It's only
this one for them. It has nothing to do with harnessing of any energy. To them, it's their culture.
Yeah.
That's why when you check their arts, ancient arts, they've started covering some of them up. Now, some of them, their top, the real ruling families of Europe have taken those things and put them into their mansions. You see all these gigantic mansions you're seeing, and these castles you're seeing in Austria, in Hungary, in France, in Germany, in England, in Scotland, all these places. Ask people who've been opportune to go into that place and let them show you the type of art works they are seeing there. This Jeffrey Epstein, those things you saw in his pedophile island, those things you are seeing in this thing in New Mexico, all those things are just a small thing compared to what these people are. Because Epstein, no matter how tough you think, how strong you think he is working for people. And most of them are now using it to blackmail your politicians. All these nonsense politicians you're seeing, they are using it to blackmail them. They are using it because they know when the people know this, they will lose power. Those people will go to jail. They're using it to control them. Also, I understand the spiritual part of it, but you see let me tell you, you see Europeans. What? Wait, let me get the map of the world. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Let me get the images of the world map. I'm coming. I want to show our people something. Let me share the screen. Guys, if you're here, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ijele Speaks. Because if they shut us down on Facebook, we'll go and regroup there. You know, videos like this is the reason they take people off the social media, but people don't know. You see this Mediterranean country here. You see Spain. You see Italy, France like this. France just some parts anyway. You see Italy. You see Greece. You see Turkey. All these places, they are known for it. They are known for this thing. Other people are these Arabs you're seeing. These Arabs. And the people you see here, even in India, they are doing it. But you see this Ukraine, all these ones, their own is bestiality. Sex with animals, all these places you are seeing. These ones, especially and also this place. Everything all these people you are seeing, this is their ancient culture. It's their ancient culture. These people were up to no good from day one, and they are still up to no good today. That's one thing I want to put out there. Please continue, my brother. Lifestone, are you not coming up?
Okay, then coming to what we are saying. You see, they even introduce all these things to the children's cartoon. At times, you see, they show some essence of all this pornography, child pornography. In the cartoon that children watch, at times they see pennies, they put pennies and all those things. It's just only those things to use to initiate children. These are the things that they are doing.
To rewire your mind. Exactly. The minds because when you catch them young, when they grow old, you don't need to fight too much to hold them.
Exactly. So these are the things that it does. But again, looking at it again, the one that occurs, if it occurs in the Vatican, you still link it to what is happening in the Arabian world.
Yes.
For
The
about
Vatican
their culture.
created Islam.
Yeah.
The Vatican created Islam.
Exactly. Because if you
That's
check
not
very well,
about-
yeah, then if you check very well, you see that that one in the Vatican has what I'm saying. That's where they harness the root chakra. You know, the root chakra. And now, you know, little children that their own is still vibrant. They harness all those
Yes.
things for their ritual.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
these people used to do. So that's the reason why you see all those things. It trend to all those Arabian Peninsula and all those things. Then they use that same virus now coming to Africa. Now, like we are saying here now, you see some priests, even in Africa, they practices all these things. And whenever some of those things leak, some people try to cover it. If you see any priest or whatever that's trying to cover him, he himself is guilty of it. It's just like cover me, I cover you. That's what they're doing. Then you see some of us here and I claim there are some good pastors, there are some good priests. Anyone in religion, any pastor that appears good or a priest that appears good to differentiate to others is just an ignorant fool.
Yes,
because
you don't know what.
Yeah, because the ideology of religion is evil, and if you are good in it, you are just ignorant.
Yes.
Because there's no how evil, something that is you're practicing something that is good, but the root is evil. So that means there's a cognitive dissonance there. In other words, there's some ignorance there. Because being good from the is ignorance.
Yes.
Just to do the mathematics. Is either you know what you are doing, you are guilty, or you are ignorant. So there's no how you can see there are some good pastors. Okay, if there are some good pastors in our good reverend fathers in what we are practicing, why is it that poverty is ravaging us in the midst of all these things? We in the heaven, we don't go to heaven alive. The people who have died and gone to heaven, they have never told us how they are enjoying.
1 minute, my brother.
Yeah.
Please, our brother came in before, and I don't know what happened. So let's give him an opportunity. My brother Clinton, welcome to the program. We can't hear you. Enable your mic. Check your mic if it's enabled. Check your mic. Touch your screen. Check the microphone. Talk now. You may have to join a Nigerian network. Can you hear me now, brother? You can leave and come back. We can't hear you. Your voice is not coming out. Leave and come back. Let me drop you so you come back, okay? Yeah. So, my brother, see that thing you're saying, let me show them a church this thing. A church symbol. Sculptures in churches. Everything you're seeing is just a church sculpture. Everything you're going to see here is a church sculpture. I'm coming. Hold on. Let me show you people something. Guys, this is the YouTube channel. Go subscribe to it. JLSP, as you can see, we are broadcasting simultaneously on YouTube. It's here. Now look at the church sculpture I want to tell you. This is from a church. This is inside a church. What is this image representing? See again, a church sculpture. What's going on here? A woman and a woman. What's going on here? Church sculpture from church, yo. Are you seeing it? This is inside the church. Inside the church. Watch this one. Are you seeing it? They've started covering it. Now, what is this one representing? For church, yo. Church, church, church. See it here. See it here. All these images. Do you know what they represent? Now see. See this one. Who are these people? Who are these people? Are you seeing this one with children? Children all around everywhere. Pedophilia. Are you seeing it? All these things you are seeing. All these things you are seeing. Hold on. Watch them. Watch them. Wait, let me see. There was one that was so graphic. Watch all these things. Church sculptures. Church sculptures. Watch. Watch. Are you seeing it, my people? Now see that one I was looking for. See it. A priest. This one was posted on Pinterest. Hold on, let's see if it can load very well. Are you seeing this one? Look at this one here. Look at this one here. This is a priest reading a Bible with a naked child, pulling up his robe. Or is the child sucking anything there? Is the child's feeding bottle inside there? Did the child lose his feeding bottle inside there? What is that child doing? What is this child doing inside a church? See another one. A man and a little boy. Doesn't this sound like the priest and the altar boys? Again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ijele Speaks, because I may not be able to pull it up until before the program ends. Please go subscribe to the channel in case they take us down on Facebook. We come here, regroup, and open a new Facebook page. We are not going to live here for them. We were on our own. They brought it. Are you people seeing it now, my people? So, my brother, continue.
So, what I'm saying in essence is that this thing, the practice in religion, is a ritual practice, and to harness the root chakra, the spirit energy of young children, because young children are vibrant. Their energy is still vibrant. Clean. That's what people are doing. Then, coming to how all these things have just find its way to Africa, from Arabian Peninsula to Africa. Then you see the politicians in Africa, Nigeria to be precise. Now, that's why they keep the masses poor in that region. For them to become preyers, they condition them to be where they cannot earn their living. All it takes is to become their prey. So they propose them any little something. They just sell their integrity, sell their birthright, sell their liberty, sell what made them human to become a slave to the system. That is what is happening. You understand? So the issue is that our people, we need to wake up. This message need to every nook and crannies in Africa, in Sub-Sahara in Africa, not just in Nigeria alone. They need to know other things. And I implore our youths that are in the Islamic world in Africa to wake up, because those who have seen the truth a little bit to find means to spread this message. It's not about fanatism or maybe war against religion or whatever, but it's a war against that is to redeem humanity from this evil, because what we are made to understand that this thing is not what it is. Okay, take for instance here now. Look at in the Western world here now. You see in their churches, you see all these statues. But because they want to keep the rest, particularly the black people, in total ignorance, they will just build some church and beautify it, make it, and for people to see it, it gives them an image, a fake image. And that is the reason why at times, whenever we speak here, you see some who are still deep-rooted, they stigmatizing us, looking at us as if we are evil. Because from the onset, what they are seeing is something that looks like good, but the foundation, the agenda behind everything is evil. Now let's look at it. How do we in Africa? Okay, let's use Catholicism in Africa here now, like in southern Nigeria, most of us. The way it was portrayed to us is something we see as very, very good, but still we see things that is different from what they show us, like that brother narrated.
Yes.
You see, they do something that is different. Yeah, let me allow brother to continue.
Brother, welcome. Maybe it's going to work now. Can you hear us? Hello.
Having the same problem.
The network is bad. The network is bad. The network is very, very bad. The network is bad. So continue, my brother.
So what I'm saying in essence is that in Africa, we are being fooled. This is the reason why, be it Islam or Christianity, we are the biggest slaves to this system. This is not about going to heaven or what. This is a system that has been created to keep us in mental slavery, to enslave us. Okay, now check very well here now. We are saying it that in area like Turkey, there now, it's only old people that are always in the mosque. That means the young ones are already free. Their mind is free. But in Africa, that is where you see a youth, a young man that is vibrant, naturally vibrant, is still enslaved in this
Yes.
bullshit of religion. You come to in the Christianity, you see here we are. Okay, imagine here you see that here in Spain here, people answered the name Jesus as normal name.
Yes.
But in Africa, who are you to answer Jesus?
Yoo-hoo.
This is the damage of the religion.
Yes.
Because Jesus is just a name, cultural name. But to us in Africa, it's just a divine name.
It's a name you don't give. Hey, why you name your child Jesus? You don't have respect for God.
That exactly. This is to show you the damage this ideology has done in the brain of a black man. Now, you see that a youth who is vibrant and okay, here you see a medical doctor will be treating somebody in the hospital. At the end, they say, give it to God, leave it in the hand of God. After all that he has learned, you understand. You see? So
Man,
that is we are not meant to understand that you take your power in your hand. Okay, now look at here. In the Western world, here, they don't go to church. Even some is only few old people. Here you see in their church, in their church.
Yes.
So the same thing is only that because in Africa, they painted another thing they gave us another image that is just a force that has nothing to do with the foundation of what they brought to us. And that is why we are entrapped. So and this is the reason why we cannot keep quiet in the midst of this evil that is happening in our land.
Yes.
Because okay, look at upon everything that is happening. Still, whenever any pandemic that happened in Africa become a guinea pig, okay, just like those two French doctors, they came to test vaccine on us as animal, but yet we are serving God, and this God keep quiet in all this insult. You understand? So the earlier we understand all these things, you know that whether it's the Chinese or whether it's the Western also, they may be militarily strong, politically strong, but still we should grab our mind that somebody is suppressing you, intimidating you, by force, intimidating you. But hold your mind and know very well that this person is doing it because he's stronger than you.
Just look at a human being, an adult. Those things are not priests. Maybe Illuminati. You are the one trying to bring Catholics and Christianity down, but
this is the same thing.
My brother, you are totally brainwashed. In fact, I have no respect for you. Okay, you are just as confused as I was while I was still in that nonsense. Just respect yourself and stop commenting nonsense. Why don't you come on and let's educate you, or you educate us? You'll be there. Just look at an adult. Just look at an adult. Look at an adult, a full grown man like you. You don't ask questions. He probably lives in Europe. You think this thing was going to save you, and those people gave it to you? They've now launched a space force conquering the planet. Space force. While you are still there praying Holy Ghost fire, praying thunder, fire and brimstone. They are my guys here. Kai. Oh, Hajia Zanabu. Sorry. Somewhere you both will not show us Africans. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much.
Exactly. They will not show you that thing. If it was going to help you, they will not show it to you. Okay? Well, my brother Clinton, are you there? Are you there, Clinton? He's still having a problem with his connection.
Yeah.
Nkume Biafra, welcome to the program, my brother.
Welcome, and there were.
Because we know Igbo maka ndị ka anụ ya na-asụ.
Maazị Chibike,
thank you, my brother. My brother.
Yeah, I'll be following your discussion this morning. Yeah, we have been destroyed by these two religions, both raping and killing. Understand?
Yes.
By these two religions, and thank God for this millennium that we are now in time of technology. If not
Yes.
for this technology now, I don't know where our people would have been by now.
Yes.
But still, our people are still blind. It's still going to take a while, you know. The thing is that
Yes.
now, if you look at this period of coronavirus, where every church has been locked down, every mosque has been locked down,
Oh.
are you going to tell me that all these people are going to go to hell if you don't pay your
Oh.
tithe? If you don't pay
Oh.
your so what are we talking about? So
Oh.
and even before we do, even on the, you see the judgment of each and every one of us starts from the choices that you make in this life. Because
Yes.
before you do something, inside you, there are two spirits that speaks to you
Exactly.
based on what you're going to do, or whatever you're going to do. One will tell you, no, don't do this thing, it's bad, or don't do this thing. And the other one tell you, do it, you will escape. So whatever that happens, whatever choice you make at that time, is your judgment that started.
Oh.
If you get away with it, fine. If you don't get away with it, you face the judgment.
Yes.
But now, thank God for this program. But my brother, now, in as much as we are trying to, we are now trying to, correct our people, or explain to them what is happening. Where are we focusing now? Because me now, I was born in Assemblies of God Church, grew up there, fine. Wait, I'm coming. What I'm trying to tell you now is, now I've come to realize that all these things are still the same game that it's the same game. Now, imagine Assemblies of God pastors fighting in the church because of money,
Okay.
dragging
My
themselves to
brother,
court.
Power.
Chido Okorafor, this one that had this one prominent this thing.
Program.
What that message? Are we still brethren?
University of Tia.
All those things. I listened to this guy growing up.
Yeah.
Do you know the problem he has with Assemblies of God? Not just money, woman. They will not
It's
tell
happening.
you.
All these things are happening. It has been there. It has been there. Even when we are growing up, you see some, leadership in maybe a choir master, or doing something with a member of the
Yes,
so those things. So, but what I'm trying to say now, at the point where we are now, we are living, each and every those who want to live Christianity and learn something. But where are we focusing now? Are we going to focus on individual mindset, or are we going to go back to our tradition? What our
my brother, even that
that's what I want to know where we're heading.
Let you answer him first before I give my own answer.
Okay. Actually, before Christianity, we know whom we are.
Yes.
We have in this life, check, it's all about culture. Check every culture in human race here. They have something they call worldview. Worldview. Now, first of all, before I continue, you see, just like this man said it, Malcolm X, there's something he said. He said that if you like, you become Muslim. If you like, become this. But one thing we can never shy away is our identity. Like this, our color, skin.
Yeah.
So whether anything, but this color, you can. That's nature shows you. It's just like we see ourselves in a continent outside Africa. Once you see ourselves, we see a black man. You see your brother. Nature tells you already. Now, what I'm saying in essence is that every culture in this world, in this planet Earth, have their worldview, how they perceive the world around them. And remember that is actually when you see somebody or a people who, first of all, put their belief system above the identity, they are doomed for destruction. Now, let me hear you. Okay. Do I give you a chance?
I'm just telling you to stand up, wrap up. Let me answer him.
Okay.
So it doesn't.
So what I'm saying in essence in this case is that when, take for instance here now, like religion is a concept about God. Let's say, assuming that worldview is a concept about God. If you, as you are, nature has designed you to be the way you are, you have to reason according to the way nature designed you, because nature speaks to you. But when you deviate from nature and begin to adhere to man-made ideology, there is lie. That is for destruction. Because actually, if nature designed you to be black, you have to act. It is your identity that has to tell you how you should be. That is the reason why I'm against this word in the book of Corinthians, 2 Corinthians 2:16. Here they say that a natural man cannot understand the sense of the Spirit of God because the spiritual design is a lie. If a natural man cannot understand the things of the Spirit of God, because God is not natural. God is artificial. He's man-made. Period. My brother, continue.
My brother, now let me ask you one question. In your hometown, there are things you can eat and nothing will happen to you, but for someone from the next town will eat it and start getting sick, right?
Yeah. There are things that we eat, but other villages cannot eat it. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Now, why would you now assume that we all came from the same place? This is where the lie started. This is where the lie started. That one God created everyone. Let me tell you, my brother, no one knows about the origin of man on earth, and those who do are not going to tell it to you. This thing I'm telling you now was told to me by someone who showed me a scroll that has been in existence for at least the past 3,000 years. The secrets of the universe is hidden from in fact, out of over 7, 8, 10 billion people in the world today, not up to 1,000 people know it. And you have to belong to the elite of the elite to know that. Before you know that, you stop believing in this one God creating everyone. We came from the same place. We did it. Now you separate religion from spirituality. Religion is not spirituality. Religion is man-made. Now
I know that one. Yeah.
There is a reason you dream. A Muslim will dream, an Indian will dream, a Chinese will dream, a Nigerian Christian, a Nigerian Muslim, a Nigerian Jew, a Cameroonian this, a Cameroonian that, a Ghanaian this, a Ghanaian that will dream, and they will all come to pass, and they will tell you things that will happen, and it will happen the same way. It's because the thing doing all those things are the things you need to find out, and you need to look inward.
Why are they happening that way?
You need to look inwards to find out why it's happening. That is when you start going back to your roots. Know the difference between ordinary and dominant, which is tradition and culture.
Well, my brother, coming to me myself, I have already left those religious issues. I am dealing with myself, and I deal with people around me. I respect people around me, and I respect nature around me. The only thing I have to do, I left those religious issues. I have left it because looking at what they are doing, it doesn't even, as if you have a clean heart, you don't even have to step into those churches anymore, because what they are doing is completely unacceptable.
Chibike, as he's done, you can just drop. So because our brother Lifestone has a lot of things to say, and you can see he's working on drop. Try and touch on that thing you want to touch.
In conclusion, from what I'm saying, because I just had a review. I had a general thought about how the world works. They said in the Bible, they said the only 1,000 people will have to go to heaven. Then what about this? What about this? Who created the Japanese? Are they who created the Chinese? So does it mean that all those people are going to be wiped out? Yeah, sent to hell or to hellfire? So the whole thing I say no. There's something wrong here. So for me, I'm just dealing with my own conscience. You understand? That's what I had. Yes. That's what I did. And again,
you will keep on acting until we meet the truth. And because the part that we don't know the complete truth is not going to make us accept a lie, because we are looking for closure.
Yeah. One other thing is that, look, on the 25th of December, our people are running to church, clapping hand. Why the Europeans that brought the Bible for us are going in the graveyard, laying flowers to the dead? And we don't even remember the dead in our own place. We don't remember the dead in our own
place. Try it. They will tell you that it's an evil worship. It will be evil worship immediately. It will automatically become evil worship. Bill, my brother, wrap it up. Let Chibike jump in, then we'll let
Okay,
Livestone talk.
so I think it's time.
I want to jump in on what he's saying.
Okay,
Okay.
right. So I think it's time. It's time.
Yeah.
Those who are back home watching this program, it's time you start thinking twice. Start thinking. Just sit back and have a general thought about all these things. It's wrong. It's time for us to come back as a people and go back to our roots, or do yourself a favor. Follow your mindset. Forget about hell or heaven. If you do your place well, if we have a good governance, we'll have electricity. If you want to do 3 or 4 jobs, if somebody who is doing 3 or 4 jobs, will you go to evening prayer? You won't go to evening prayer because you have another job to go.
Wow.
And you're sufficient enough. That is what is killing us. So, I mean, I thank you, all you guys. We have to
Thank you very much, man.
see you on this platform.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank
brother. Okay.
Okay, Livestone, you can jump in now. Livestone, are you hearing us?
Greetings,
Yeah,
everybody on the show.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay, so I was not even ready to join the show because I'm still walking to somewhere.
I see.
But I wanted to jump in when one brother was typing one nonsense there, and I told him leave him until the day that dog will chase him. He will not put that religion away. So until the day that dog will chase him, he will understand. And I wanted also to tell my brother about something. You see, talking about calling ancestors, spirituality, and these things, you see, most of these things are coded into your Bible. But when you do it, then they tell you it's evil. Let me give you a typical example. When the fight was getting strong, when Jesus was getting to the close of everything he came to do according to the Bible, which is fake anyway, there was a demonstration of something there. He chose the 2 disciples, went to the mountain to pray. And when he went to the mountain to pray, he had to call on his ancestors. He called the spirit of Elijah and Moses to come and strengthen him through the fight. You see, this is something that you should understand as a Christian. Simple. But our Christians, I don't know how they read the Bible. I don't know if they turn the Bible upside down before reading it. Ask yourself, how is the Messiah himself had to call on his dead ancestors for them to come and strengthen him to go through the fight? But you forgot that your grandfather have picture in your house, Abi. You forget that your grandmother has picture that you can also use to call on her to come and help you. So you left the Roman Catholic Church, came to tell you the picture of your dead ancestor is evil. But you go to the church and you kneel down to St. Paul, St. Matthew, St. Mary. You see, these are the problems, my people. These are the problems that we keep on saying, we keep on telling you people, you not listening. The things are right there in front of your eyes. You cannot see. You cannot see. Don't mistake spirituality for religion. Spirituality is more deep-rooted than religion. Religion is just a set of rules put together by one man to tell you, hey, follow this line, don't follow this line. But if you want to follow spirituality, that is working on your own self. The places that it will lead you to go, you will marvel, you'll be shocked.
Yes.
Islam and Christianity, I call them, there is something we say here, Chewa Neneba. Chewa is one witch that we have in Ghana, and the daughter, that is Islam and Christianity. They are just like two siblings who got disagreement at a junction. And the only disagreement between Islam and Christianity is this. Islam will tell you Allah don't have a son. Christians will tell you God have a son. That is the branch. But apart from that, paganism, idol worshiping, everything is embedded in this religion. Look at a Christian go to church Sunday, then they tell you this is communion wine. They have prayed unto the wine, to have turned to the blood of somebody, drink it. You are here talking about occult and Illuminati. This same person is on this page talking about occult and Illuminati. You are in church drinking the blood of Jesus and eating the flesh
The
of
flesh.
Jesus. You are here talking about Illuminati.
And the
How are you thinking? How are you thinking?
inability to reason.
Yes, my brother, the brain is the problem. I don't understand this, our people. You see,
Yeah.
I've debated a lot of Muslims, and there is only one fact that they have. Or I have a video, Mazi, I'll send it to you. One Muslim sheikh came out and say, any Muslim who will come out and try to defend those writings in the Quran, like kill unbelievers, kill those who are apostates, kill them, is not a true Muslim. Because every true Muslim would take those things in boldness and be proud that, yes, it's part of their religion. He's a sheikh, and he has been teaching, I've been following. These religions came to do damage to Africa. They came to do divide and conquer. Arabians started slave trade first in history. Arabians started slave trade. And they came to do it by force. If you don't agree, they will kill you, kill your entire country. They will kill the people, take the women and...
The Europeans, when they came, the Romans believe in decimation. Decimation is you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you kill the 9th person. The 9, you kill the 10th person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you kill the 10th person. That is the practice that thing even in their military. When you are insubordinate, that one will create fear into the other people. Then the Arabs, they came, they will count 9 and kill them, leave 1. They will count 9, kill, leave 1. That is how. Yes. That's why when you go to Algeria, Egypt, Tunisia, Libya, the black population is always the same percentage. Go and check it.
Mm-hmm.
Go and check it. This is how Africa became mixed. In case people don't know.
You know the biggest problem. I have Muslim friends here in Ghana who went to this Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and stuff. And when they come to tell you how blacks are being treated, then I ask them, so this same man brought you the Quran that you are going to some heaven with him. This same person brought you a book, told you when you follow this book, you will be in the same heaven with him, where you will be sharing 72 virgins together. This same man, look, if I go into the Quran and the Hadith and I start reading, I just realize Islam, you see, it's a modernized version of Christianity, but Islam is worse. Do you know why? Their religion is based on sex and killing. I don't know, they worship a sex god. Because Islam, the promise of sex, when after they die, I'm telling you, is too much. Do you know, in the Quran, they tell you there is a place called companions in their Muslim heaven, where God have changed virgins and men. Listen, God have changed virgins and men at somewhere in a marketplace. So when you go to the market and you want to have sex, whether you feel for man or you feel for woman, they have been changed already. You just go there, have the sex, and you go home. Is this the kind of things you are hoping to see after you are dead? And my people, the fear of death is our problem. The fear of death. The fear of death is the biggest problem of a black man. I always tell people on my video that without death, life is meaningless. And you always have to plant something for you to rot in order for you to get more. Yes. This is the essence of life and death. All your great ancestors, they are you. They live in you. They died and they were planted and they came back in you. Why do you fear death? Death is just a way for you to multiply on the earth.
Regeneration.
I don't understand my people. When they come, you don't know where you came from. When you came to this earth, your biggest problem is where you are going after you die. When they come, you don't know where you came from, into your mother's womb. But your biggest problem is where you are going after you die. Are you serious?
Let me explain.
Let me be scaring them with death. You will die. You see, every Christian and Muslim want to go to heaven and hell. when they see death, when they hear death, they run. They run like fire. My people, these things will not take us anywhere. Religion has become the almost oppressing tool these white people, these Arabians brought. And today, China is trying to copy the same concept. Look, Chinese will rewrite the Bible, bring it back to Africa to come and enslave us.
Oh.
I'm telling you, write it somewhere that today I said Chinese will rewrite the Bible and Quran, bring it back to Africa to come and enslave us.
Oh.
Because
No, it's not to be said.
the game in this war, the battle,
I've heard of it.
is not
They are rewriting it
physical
already.
battle.
They
It
are
is the
rewriting
battle of
it.
the mind. He who conquers the mind wins the battle.
Yes.
So they will recall the same things and come to use it, and our African men will go and follow. Not surprisingly, today we have Africans who are Buddhists. We are Africans who are Hare Krishna. They are already being brainwashed into this thing. What about your own spirituality? Even if all is fake, let's accept it, all is fake. Why won't you just follow your own fake than following someone's fake?
Tell me.
All is fake. All is fake. But I like to follow my own fake than following someone's fake.
Lifestone, hold it,
This is
please.
the
Let
problem.
Chibike jump in. Chibike, just wrap it up. Let our brother Charles.
Yeah, exactly. Just to wrap it up, please. You see, that's the question that the brother asked before he left.
Mm-hmm.
You see, many people see our African philosophy as it's not religion. It's all about nature. That is, go and explore nature. There is a science, something hidden in nature that we have not yet known. That is the problem we are having. It's all about nature. Take, for instance, you see the word ordinala. That is look natural. It's just a philosophy, a natural philosophy about you. Just go and explore it. Now, coming to back what Stone was saying concerning Jesus. All these things are just copied legacy and plagiarized. Now,
Yes.
that transformation where they said they saw the Moses and Elijah. Let us be tripled, one for you, one for Moses, one for you. All those things going to get power from the ancestors. That you come again, that Melchizedek. When you hear that Abraham met with Melchizedek, that Melchizedek is not it's not just Melchizedek is the council of the priesthood of the ancestral lineage. You understand? So this is just a messenger from the divine council of their priesthood that Abraham met. So in this case, it's not just, even though all those things are just things that are written and all those things. So that is to show you there's something more to ancestry.
Allegories, my brother.
Allegory.
And our people don't
exactly. But to portray.
Let our brother Charles jump in, my brother. He has waited for a long time. Exactly. Charles, I beg, carry on.
Hello, this is good morning here. I've been waiting to join this program.
Thank you.
I will really appreciate you and my co-brothers there, Mazi Chibike and Stone from Ghana, right? I hope you hear me.
I'm hearing
we are hearing you.
And there is some concept that you discuss about spirituality that we the Africans have really misunderstood, right? And based on studies. Brother, are you hearing me though?
We are hearing you. We are hearing you.
We're hearing you.
Yeah, based on studies. If there is lawyers among us here would know that before you can interpret any legal document, you have to go to the original truth, right?
Yes.
I mean, the foundation. And based to the fact that Africa is naturally people who seek after God. Before the Christianity, before the Islam come in, we worship something. All right? So that put me in this speed after everything, like I told my brother.
My brother, the worship own, that worship own. It depends on what you mean by worship, because worship means work for. Africans, we were spiritual, we weren't religious. And that time,
we are spiritual, right? I don't know how to put it to you, but I know since we are spiritual, that's why we have a lot of gods. We have the God of Yam, right? We have people believe in something. Let us not go to let us not to divert from what we are discussing. People really believe in something. Is that okay by you? Like,
not believe, actually. I wouldn't use the word believe, but go on.
okay. On this aspect, it takes a lot of us time to, to come up and, to start to see the kind of Christianity we practice that back home and right here, right? Like when you go to church here, it is difficult to